All right. We got My Spy.
Pretty much.
Got My Spy, starring Dave Bautista and Chloe Coleman. So first and foremost, first off, not a good movie. Not a good movie. I know what you're thinking. It's not for you. It's for the kids. Not even a good movie for the kids. So I'm gonna tell you, the formula of this movie.
I'll agree with that.
The formula of this movie is a action star coupled up with a cute kid that's too much for him to handle, and she's so spunky that he gotta look. It makes him blush or whatever, and they've been doing this a lot. Okay, they do this in Hollywood. They take the biggest star they can get, the biggest action star, and they put them with kids, and that's the dynamic. Going back to Kindergarten Cop or Jingle All the Way, I guess, but that wasn't really he wasn't really an action guy in there. So let's say Kindergarten Cop. He's a cop that got pair with these kids. Man, I wish I would have got the clips from that. I forgot about the scene when all the kids kept running there talking to him. He was just like, "Shut up."
I don't think I'll ever forget that. But, yeah.
I mean, that should be a meme. It's like I got to make a meme with that one because sometimes that's how people make you feel. So then you got The Rock did the Game Plan, and what's that other one he did? The Tooth Fairy. Then you got
Tooth Fairy.
Even you got Hulk Hogan got Mr.
Cena's
Nanny.
done a couple now.
Huh?
John Cena got a couple of them.
Yeah, he got one. He got a new one just came out. The fire marshal or some shit. I don't know, some stuff about fire. Like he was like a fireman or
Fighting
something.
fire or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Whatever.
Even Vin Diesel.
I know the pacifier. So right, this formula has been done to death. This is always. It's kind of like your rite of passage. If you want to be an action star, this is what you got to do. This is like the dirty work. So once you sign with a studio, if you want to be an action star,
version, right?
They say, well, yeah, we need you to do this kid movie first. Yeah, well, you got to do it. Okay. All right. They paying me. I got to do it. Rite of passage. I got to do it. But at least some of those.
It's like being a comedy actor. You used to have to get the fat suit.
Yeah. Or they got another dynamic too. The action star get paired up with a comedian. It's either the comedian that's a stupid sidekick or a kid. In this case, it's a kid, and Bautista, he did not carry his weight in this movie. And I was gonna say, movies like just like this, like The Pacifier, that was actually pretty good. I enjoyed that on some capacity. So a lot of those movies that they not great, but I enjoy them on some capacity. This movie I didn't at all because I got another one for you. He's not an action star, but he was a big guy. Sinbad in House Guest was kind of the same formula where he got with the kids. But I really liked that movie because it was a good dynamic. You got the tough guy or the guy that's not used to being around kids, using his way of handling things, blend with their way of being naive, and it makes a good mix. But so when I watched this,
I think what it comes down to,
go ahead,
is you got to have the tough guy has to be charismatic enough, that the kid doesn't completely outshine him.
Dude,
Bautista brings no charisma to this movie.
Dog, and look,
he doesn't even have a character really.
Whoa, man, you hit the nail right on the head. Because I'm watching this, I'm looking like, you got to be a lovable, or not really lovable, but you got to be that cool ass dude that he ain't good with kids, but he's a real good guy. So once he get to know this kid, it's gonna bring out that cool side of him, and we're gonna like their dynamic. Bautista's character was unlikable the whole movie. He was so flat in this movie. It's not even funny. It's a bad movie, first off, And like I said, Bautista was just flat, man. Everything is delivery, all the dialogue, the jokes, everything was bad, man. I was like, I was just trying to say, I was just on the camp of saying Bautista was a legitimate actor. He's no longer a wrestler; he's a legitimate actor now. And I'm almost, I ain't gonna say he's not. I'm gonna say he just didn't try. And it's like it's too early in your career not to be trying, bro. What'd you think of Bautista's performance?
For sure, man. Like, I'm gonna tell you what. There's a quick scene where you find out, like, when he gets home from the mission and you find out he keeps a fish. All right.
Oh God, Blueberry.
His character exactly the kind of guy who would have a fish as a pet. Blueberry. His character exactly the kind of person who keeps a fish as a pet. No interaction, no socialization. There's nothing.
Right. I mean, and that's
he has no ability to be around people, and they don't play for laughs.
Yeah. I mean, and that's kind of like with the whole. That's the whole dynamic that they're going for. The whole dynamic they're going for is to make him what they call that, not good with people kind of character. And he's going to open up once he get to know this girl, and she's going to bring out his sensitive side, and the wife. I'm gonna tell you one thing they did good. Not the wife, the mother. One thing they did good. I don't know her name. They did real good on pairing the mother and the daughter because they look just alike. Like I was like, damn. She seemed like is that really her mother? Because I was like, they did find two actresses that really look real similar that you really believe there's mother and daughter. But and even in these movies,
so that's So if you remember, I don't know if you remember the character, but that's Parisa Fitz-Henley. She played very briefly Luke Cage's deceased wife.
Oh, she was in there? Okay. Yeah, well, her part was real small in that, so I didn't really remember. I mean, I might have seen her. You always see them actors that you've seen them before. You just don't know what, and they did small stuff. But I mean, she didn't do a bad job. It wasn't much for her to do anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, all these actors.
Her character was literally in the series for 1 minute.
All these actors, none of them really did a bad job. It's the script. The script was horrible, man. And we had so Bautista is a CIA agent. He's a former soldier. He's a former soldier that now works for the CIA. I did get a chuckle out of the beginning scene where he's in a mission. The mission go bad, and we get introduced why he's not favorable among his bosses in the CIA, because he's just an action guy. He don't know how to deal with the spy section. I got some chuckles out of that part because the dude was like, dude, that's the worst Russian accent I ever heard. You ain't Russian. He said, why you keep asking questions? He said, why you keep asking questions, man? You ain't even trying. He's like, you the worst spy I ever seen. It's like it's so clear that you a cop.
Yeah. There's that whole bit, like, I know that whole bit with the with that opening scene of him like briefly thinking, can I say, you know what, this ain't me. Let me do my action hero bit.
Yeah. I mean, I just like how the villain just called him out. Just like it's like, dude, you suck. It's like you ain't no. You a spy? Really, dude? But no, so it picks up from there, and you know how this go. Whatever reason, there's a mom and daughter that needs to be protected, or it's got somehow tied to the plot, and they just gotta do surveillance on him. He's been pushed down to surveillance duty because he keeps on destroying things and not he's doing the job wrong. He's doing it his way, and it's wrong. So he's bust down surveillance duty. So he's got to watch the girl and watch the mom and the girl. And of course, as you see in the trailer, the girl finds out the guy that he works for the CIA, and he don't want them to know because he don't want to get fired. So that's where all the hilarity ensues, but not really.
Yeah.
Oh my God! What you think of the gay couple? The gay dude in the apartment. Like, God, I was like, dude, y'all just need to quit, man. The cliche gay guy.
And his partner.
I know.
Okay, so I want to ask you, like, did you buy them at all?
No, not at all. I mean, I already knew they was gonna turn out to be somebody else, but I mean, I was just kind of mad that it was just the same old. They got a gay black dude. They put them in them a lot. They do gay white dudes, but they more do gay black dudes, and they always got to be the flamboyant gay. You know what I'm saying? Oh, honey child, all that bullshit.
Super extra.
Yeah.
Super extra.
Yeah, and I was like, why are they doing this? This is not funny. And I already knew that. I was like, oh, they either gonna be, and then I don't want to spoil nothing, but they're not gonna be who they say they are or whatever. They're gonna do something with that. Whatever. It didn't work. Like everything in the movie, none of them worked. I forget her name. His partner in the movie. But she's in a lot of stuff. But she kind of do the same character and everything. Do you know what I'm talking about? Oh, I forgot her name.
That's Kristen Schaal is the actress.
Yeah. So right, she played.
I've never enjoyed her comedic acting. I like her stand up, but like her comedic acting is just.
Oh, I didn't know she did stand up. Well, I mean, look.
Yeah.
I thought she was kind of funny in the movie, but she always played the same character. She always played a real ditzy character she kind of played that up. She played it up that I'm the girl I'm not attractive, but I'm the one that you're always stuck with kind of girl. And then she played the role of so ditzy that she don't know how dumb she is when she do stuff. But in this case, she wasn't ditzy, but she still was kind of that same what's that word? Where she just didn't know what was going on. But anyway, I got some chuckles out of her. But other than that, it wasn't nothing else funny. And then they played it up where they have him plus the parts where they supposed to have made him likable and do cool stuff. He did not do good at all. You know what I'm saying? On these movies where the blueprint, the dynamic is where she's supposed to think he's cool because he's doing stuff like taking her to the skating rink, and then maybe he was gonna help her in front of bullies and all that. That didn't even go down like that. This dude he could have went to jail for the shit he did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's why I was like
it's not like.
Go ahead.
You'd expect some kind of hijinks like that, but like by virtue of him being Dave Bautista and the methods his character uses, like no, that was assault, that was attempted murder. What the hell is this,
dude? You don't trip nobody with ice skates. That shit, you can fucking kill somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? It just it didn't work, and then it was like, okay, this is the part where y'all supposed to have such a cool time that she was like, oh man, I really hope this guy can meet my mom and take out whatever, No, he was doing stuff that made him so unlikable. And he had no personality. Every time somebody tried to talk to him, he was just the biggest asshole on the planet. I was like, there's nothing redeeming about this guy, And the romantic subplot between the mom and Bautista, where did that come from? No chemistry whatsoever. How'd you feel about that?
Man, look, nothing against Bautista. Again, I've seen him act.
I have something against him because you didn't try. But go ahead and finish.
Okay, so that's where I was going with this. Like, even in the interactions between him and the mom, I didn't see attraction there until suddenly they have a thing for each other. It's like, where the hell is this coming from?
Well, other than him being buffed, I can't see the mom liking him at all because he did nothing likable. You know, he did nothing to. They don't even have chemistry. He wasn't charming at all. He was just a piece of shit. He was like an a-hole the whole movie. But go ahead and finish your thought, man. I'm sorry for cutting you off.
Yeah, no problem. But like, they don't really have chemistry either. It's not like, okay, I can see these two might gravitate towards each other. It's like they're in the scene and they're both acting like they're into each other, but they don't have any chemistry whatsoever.
I know. And it's like, we already know what's going to happen because that's the blueprint of these movies, but you got to give him some redeeming qualities. And he really, you know what he seemed like? Like a weird psycho that was trying to not be weird. You know what I'm saying? And like you can, and anybody with an ounce of intelligence could tell, okay, something's really wrong with this guy. And I'm going to be cool with him, but I'm going to keep my distance. You know what I'm saying? So if he try to stay over, I'm not inviting him over. You know, I'll be like, yeah, we got stuff to do, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, dude, it didn't work. It did not work. Like I said, Bautista did not try, and they did not turn his character around where in these movies they're supposed to. And even like when he go to the school, and then they got to bring a friend day, and when he started telling, he tried to say something cool to the class, make everybody, ooh, he's so cool. No, that was stupid. You just blew your cover. You just literally blew your cover in front of the whole school, where they can easily tell anybody. They could take a picture right now and put that shit on Facebook or social media, and your cover is all the way blown. What are you doing?
Yeah, but they had to have the scene of him being the cool dude in the classroom.
So but what I'm saying, it was stupid. It didn't work. It didn't work at all.
Nothing in this movie works.
Yeah, man, it was bad, man.
The only thing in this movie that works is Ken Jeong.
Is what now?
Ken Jeong as his boss. That's the only thing in this whole movie that works.
And thank God he wasn't doing his Mr. What's his name in Hangover? Mr. Chang or
what was it? Chang, yeah.
Or Wong or whatever. At least he wasn't doing it the Chinese stereotype, the Asian stereotype voice. He was just being a regular person, which he was not, doing nothing extra. Which I'm like, thank you, because when you get in there and make him act a fool like that, I'm not, I'm about tired of that. It was cool for the Hangover, but enough. Which I mean, he didn't do much. He was just, he was the captain. He just whatever. So I mean,
I like him best when he's being a low-key asshole because somebody has to be. That's my favorite version of Ken Jeong.
Right, and not being that over the top kind of character like on Hangover, which it worked for that movie because that was a crazy movie. So I'm cool with it, but I just don't want to keep seeing it. And thank goodness they didn't go there. But I'm thinking like other than that, man. The movie was it was horrible, man. Because all the jokes they did, all the gags I saw coming a mile away. They did the little gag where, oh, let me save this bird, and then another bird come by and swoop and take it or whatever. And I'm like, I saw that coming because I knew once you did that, something was going to grab it, or I thought it was going to be hit by a car, something was going to happen. So I saw that joke coming a mile away, so they didn't do nothing, So yeah, man, very, very, and it's not like I was expecting much, but they could at least made it a little charming, They at least could have made it charming, bro, but didn't get that. So, any closing thoughts on this, man?
Just watch The Last Action Hero instead.
I watched The Pacifier. That was better than this, I'm serious, man. Some of those movies, they not great. You know what you're going to get, but they still kind of entertaining enough that I can have a little fun with it, and I can laugh at some of it. This wasn't even that. You failed at the comedy. You failed at being a wholesome family movie. I like the little girl. The acting was good. I like to see her in some more stuff because I like what she can do. She got some chops, but the script was so bad that I'm sorry, And then he teaching her how to be a spy or walk away from explosions. You just put this girl's life in danger. I was like, that's not funny.
So my thing is also, it's not like he's teaching her how to be a spy. He's teaching her how to be a psychopath.
Right. Exactly. Everything he's like, oh,
he didn't give her any spy takes at all.
Oh my God. Like the part when he say, find a stranger and get into their house and I want to see you on their balcony. I'm like, no. You just told a 9-year-old, to go into a stranger house just so you can see if she can do it. What are you talking about, man? And what are you doing?
Like, also, it doesn't do anything for the movie when every challenge he gives her, she's just like, I'm a cute 9-year-old. Watch me do this.
Yeah, but the stuff he was asking her to do was stupid. Anyway, man, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a rating, dog. I'm gonna give this movie some hot garbage. I mean, I wanted to say a whack, but it's nothing redeeming about it. I mean, I guess I could just say I could give it a whack. You know what? I'm gonna give it a whack. I'm gonna give it a whack for the sake of the little girl. The little girl did good, and it's a shame that this is what she got to work with. And I would like to see her again. And the other actors did pretty good, but the script and Bautista was so bad that I'm gonna give it a whack, and that's being nice. What'd you give it?
So look, I like every actor in this movie. The little girl side, I've seen them all do some decent stuff, and even now she was really good in this movie. I'm gonna give this movie a hot garbage as a challenge for them to do better on their next movies, because this wasn't it, bro. I don't know who wrote this. I don't know who directed this. I don't feel like looking it up. But nah, everybody needs to do that.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I agree with you. It deserves a hot garbage. Like I said, I was trying to be nice to the young lady that's starting off her acting career, which she did a good job. But
I ain't built that way.
But yeah, Bautista, you really lose points for this because you just not getting your foot in the game of serious acting. And we knew this was coming, this kind of movie, but the fact that you didn't try, too early in your career not to try. Once you got like Rock, now he cannot try because he's so, in the game. But when he was first coming out, he was trying, those movies, The Game Plan and Tooth Fairy, they wasn't good, but The Rock tried, you know what I'm saying? So he got points for trying.
Well, also The Rock has the advantage of never playing anyone who's not The Rock. Bautista has actually gone and put himself into other characters.
Yeah.
And so knowing he can do that and see him fall back on just being the big guy is really disappointing.
Yeah, the big guy with the less personality than I ever seen. It's like only thing the mother could like is that he's a bodybuilder. Nothing else was appealing about this character. I mean,
I've seen wet cardboard boxes with more character than this. So
yeah. So there you have it, man. Give it a hot garbage. I give it a whack. Not good. Thank God they put it straight to streaming. I wasn't gonna go see this at the movie theater anyway, but the fact that it's a brand new movie, they put it straight to streaming because of the pandemic and movie theaters are not open yet. And they did the right thing. They know they starting to realize when they got garbage on their hands, they take it straight to streaming. So that is our review for My Spy. Pretty shitty. So yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. I appreciate anybody for checking out the video. Appreciate anybody that's in the stream. Promise you, I will get the connection and fix all my technical errors and get that together. So please bear with us. But as of right now, please subscribe to the channel so y'all can get alerts. Find out when we're gonna stream, when we're gonna do some more reviews. Got some more stuff coming up. I will be dropping some. I'll be uploading a couple more reviews that I still was editing. So thanks for checking us out. And that's it. We out of here.
Peace, y'all.
Oh boy. Okay, there we go.